Hello everyone and welcome back. It is currently Saturday the 10th and I have quite a few transactions to go over as well as a couple of updates. I have roughly, at my last count, 25 transactions to go over. There's a lot of stuff that's mixed up. I had to fix some of the bank accounts that weren't connecting properly because I added something. So for some reason, it got rid of 2 other connections. So I just had to redo all of the connections again for that particular bank. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. And we're going to start with the bank accounts, which I did rename just to make it like a little bit easier. So I have Chase, I have the Freedom and the Sapphire, that's Chase, and my regular bank accounts, my checking and my savings are on Capital One. So let's go ahead and approve all of these here. And let's see. This should go to groceries for the first portion of this month. Then we have the Freedom payment, the Sapphire payment, the transfer for the car payment, and the newest in my credit card lineup, which is the Venture card from Capital One. So that is the big update that I have. I do have a third credit card, and I've been looking to see sort of what other credit card I wanted to add into my arsenal of credit cards. I've had really good benefits that I've used with the Sapphire and the Freedom, particularly hotel stays. I transferred to a partner and then I use the points to pay for the hotel stays. So it's been working out really well. And at the end of the day, using the points is better than having to pay the dollars for the hotels. So, but I do in the future, I don't know how near, but in the future, I would like to take some trips that might incorporate flights. So the Venture is like a miles card, and that's what I'll use it for. So right now, I'm just going to work towards qualifying for the bonus. I have to spend a specific amount within 3 months in order to get a specific amount of miles added. So hopefully I can go ahead and reach that. But yeah, that is the update that I have for this week. This is incorrect though. This is not a transfer. Do remember that if you do apply for any of the Sapphire cards from Chase or the Venture or Venture X from Capital One or any card that has an annual fee, you will get charged the annual fee from the get-go. As once you apply to it, maybe a couple of days after, you'll get the first charge for the annual fee. I did go ahead and kind of go into the future in my budget a little bit, and I can pay it. It's $95, so I'm not too worried about it right now. For some reason, it came through as a transfer. It's not a transfer, it is a fee. I'm gonna title this member fee. There it is. So that's the one that I have for my Sapphire, and this is gonna go into annual fees. Oh, actually, I don't even need it here because it's not a transfer. I need to do that on the actual card itself. Okay. And then I have a couple of pending transactions that haven't come through yet, which I do want to go ahead and add them simply because, like I said, it wasn't working earlier, the link, so it didn't come in to the budget, and I would rather have it. Since I do have a couple of overspends, I want to go ahead and take a look at everything right off the bat so I can make sure that I'm ready for my next paycheck coming in. Technically, the account should be at $2,400 and it's currently totaling 22. So I'm definitely missing a transaction in here. And it was from, let's see, it was from the 8th. System number 1, and this is gonna go, I'm gonna put it into hobbies, and it's going to be an inflow, and that's actually already approved on my bank account, so I don't have anything pending right now, and my total now is correct, so I can go ahead and reconcile that and move on to the next one. So this was the payment for the car. So the transfer and the payment. Oops, let me approve all that first. And then I can reconcile. Nothing in the high yield savings. For the credit, let's see here. I'm gonna hit approve on all of that. And I think all of this looks good here. Let's see. These two, I think it's this one right here. This is actually going to go into Stray Kids because it was something I specifically got for the concert. And this wellness was some of that supplies. This is actually gas for the car. So I'm going to change it to gas station. Okay. And I should have, it's 137.81. And then I have the pending for the wellness that just happened. So that's okay. For the Sapphire, I have quite a few things in here. So Dollar General was a quick grocery run. And I did eat out. This was when I was with my sisters. We were at the mall and we got hungry. So we ate something in there. So let's go ahead and pop that into the food category. And then these two are clothing. So beauty and apparel. And then that's the payment. And let's approve. And then this gas station, what was this? Oh yeah, this was actually groceries as well. Oh, and that was actually April. So I guess it was one left from April that didn't come through in time, but that's okay. And it should be it should be $590.17. So I'm $10 off. Let me see. I'm not quite sure why I am 10 off right now. So this one will definitely require a little bit of look into. So I will come back to this one. All right, so venture. This Big Bad Toy Store, I'll probably rename that into something a little bit more generic, but this is the one that's going to go into hobbies. And this was actually my sister who's going to help me reach my goal to get the points in the card, as well as my other sister's going to do the same thing. And I'll see if I can talk my brother into it. They'll just be sending me the money to pay it off, obviously. But that was something that she wanted to get. So I should be actually at 207. This is where I need the membership fee to show. So it should be 207 and 33. So that's good. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at the Volvo here. And I just want to verify that the interest is correct. And the interest for this is actually $10.32. So we are at $5,189.12. The payoff date on this shows August 2027 if I keep paying $200 a month. But I did some future calculating, some really just quick and dirty calculating. I don't know how exact this is going to be, but I do approximate that the car will be paid off mid next year, which is definitely better than August 2027. So that would be amazing. Once the roof gets paid off, it'll just be sort of moving around the money that was going to that and hopefully putting more towards the car and really starting to grind on that this year, towards the end of the year, before really just going all out at the beginning half of next year. That's very exciting to look forward to that. Okay, let's see if I can quickly figure out this inconsistency with the sapphire. Okay, I found it. So there was a duplicate transaction from February from that app that shall not be named, but it was from February. I missed it. Something happened. I don't know what, but got it fixed. Now it's showing the correct amount, $590.17. So we can go ahead and reconcile this. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the damage is on the budget here. It still only shows 4 overspent, which is not a bad thing, but I do know that some of these are a little bit higher. So let's see. So for Bastion, I should have gone ahead and put the entire amount on here. His food and everything I buy from Chewy, so it all comes out at the beginning of the month. For some reason it just didn't register this month, and I just put half of it in there. So I am going to go ahead and take what's in T-Mobile right now just to process that. Food can wait for the second paycheck. Annual fees will also be taken care of with the second paycheck. And beauty and apparel, I'm going to go ahead and use Stray Kids to cover that, simply because the reason I went to get clothing was for the concert specifically, but the clothing that I did get, I can use it, at least part of it, daily or for other functions. So it's fine. I'll just do like a 50-50 between apparel and Stray Kids, and that's fine. So the only 2 overspent that are left are going to be handled by the second half of this month with the second paycheck. And that's it. Looking good. The roof hasn't come out yet. That comes out on the 12th, at least for the first portion. And for the second portion, it's going to be an additional $400 for another $700 this month. I was thinking of doing $800, but because I got the card, I downsized to only $7. I still finish, I think, in July. I would just have to put an additional $100 in July instead of what I was going to put before. And I think that's how I kind of moved everything around. So it made sense. So yes, I did go into my my annual budget just to kind of see what I could like move around and things like that. And that was just the easiest way to do it without compromising on when I was actually going to end in the roof payments. But yes, everything looks good. What is this? Oh, okay. So I have a couple more transactions, but I believe those are for the second half of the month. So we are pretty good for right now. Everything else will be handled with that second paycheck, including the transfer from T-Mobile into Mint. And if we don't like Mint, we'll try others. It doesn't mean that we're going to stay with Mint forever. I want to give them, you know, a fair shot, try them for at least, I don't know, 6 months to a year and see how it goes, if it's working for us. And if it is, we'll keep it for a little longer. If not, and we need something a little bit more robust, then we'll try Visible or we'll try Metro. You know, it might be a little more if we go with someone like Metro PCS, but it's not going to reach what we were paying with T-Mobile. So that is the goal, not to get to that type of payment again. We don't really need it. So, and then the vet insurance will be going down towards the end of this year, because the Banfield, I believe that expires, I don't know, sometime in September, October, maybe somewhere around there. And I won't be renewing it simply because this particular vet is way too far from us. My cat just gets extremely anxious, extremely frustrated. He gets so anxious that he will fight the vet. I'd rather not have the vet get all scratched up because my cat is just wild after that car ride. He does not like car rides. The move here from 2 hours away where we were living, oh, that was a nightmare. He would not stop yowling in the car. And this is about a 40-minute drive that is just, it's too much for him. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and just cancel it. I won't renew it. So I'll just keep the traditional vet insurance, and I'll find a vet that's a lot closer to us. It might be a little bit more out of pocket for his yearly stuff, but I'd rather that than pay for something that's so far away. For right now, he doesn't have like huge issues at the moment. He is an older cat, so I'm expecting issues to start cropping up at any time. But for right now, he seems to be decent. We'll see what happens after a while, but hopefully he can hold off on any big issues until I can get him situated with a closer vet after this runs out. I would cancel it at a time, but I believe if you cancel it, you owe the rest of it all at once. And I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll research it, call someone if I have to, and ask if that's how it is. I believe that's how it was told to me, but I could be remembering wrong. If it's not, if I just have to pay a little bit extra because I'm canceling sooner, then maybe I'll do that ahead of time and just get rid of it. If not, then I'll just have to wait for the year to be over. So yeah, I mean, I do get like his shots and everything for free, and his exams, like his yearly exams or biannual exams, free. So it's just too far away. It's just stuck to one specific vet. So anyway, I think that was all the updates I had. The dental surgeries, really quickly, I did go ahead and take a look. I was looking for my paperwork that had the totals for the remaining 3 surgeries just to see kind of where I could go ahead and schedule the next one. Probably sometime in November if things go good and I can stick to what I'm going to be saving throughout the year. Probably somewhere around November I could do the next surgery, which is going to be a little bit bigger because it includes removing a wisdom tooth, and the section that they have to work on for the main surgery is, I think, a little bit bigger than this one. This one was between 2 teeth. I think the next one's going to be between 4 teeth, plus again the wisdom tooth. So it's a lot more. It's almost 2,000 just for this one. And then the third surgery next year, it's over 2,000. And then the last surgery is only a couple of $100. So the last surgery is going to be easy peasy to be able to save that money for, but it's the next 2 that are very big. But I've worked out a plan, redid some of the sections in the annual budget just to be able to kind of rework and see what I could save. For the next couple of months, I think it's $100 that I could put away for it. And then once the roof is paid off, then I will split out that money between saving for the dental surgeries and then putting into the peace of mind savings fund. That's the plan. Let's see what the rest of the year brings in trying to keep that plan alive. But yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it as always, and have a wonderful day.